Hi Devika, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much, Kriti. Thank you for inviting me to your channel. And you're doing great work by educating everyone in your audience. I think that is a great initiative that you are taking on.
Thank you so much. So, what's happening around? What's going on?
I am a marketing copywriter and I work with coaches and e-commerce industries, e-commerce stores, e-commerce agencies. So basically all these industries that associate with DTC, direct to consumer, I work with them as their copywriter and marketing strategist. I have education wise, I've done an MBA. I've worked with Fortune 500 companies, and then I realized that why not start something of my own. So this is me doing all of this right now. Apart from this, I also have a aroma candle company, goes by the name of Oracle Aroma Candles. So pretty much trying to juggle both of the businesses right now.
That's amazing. I wish you all the very best, and that was a very good introduction. Thank you for it. What all categories of services can be covered under email marketing or copywriting? This is your first question.
Okay, let's talk about email marketing. A lot of people get confused that email marketing is all about tech, the tech part, the software, but it's not true. As I'm a copywriter, I'll always say your copy that you write is going to be the driving factor for success. No matter you're running ads, you're sending emails, you're writing, or even you're writing a landing page, your copy it's copywriting. And I told you, I think when we were chatting briefly before, that copywriting is copywriting, that it doesn't matter which platform you're writing for till you know how your audience is going to receive it. So in emails, it's a very one-to-one direct communication, so your writing should encompass that. And the various services that you can, for example, you don't want to do copywriting but you want to associate with email marketing somehow, you could be a designer of email templates, you could be the tech person who takes care of the automations and the integration of funnels. Those are the services I would say you can associate yourself with email marketing if you don't want to do copywriting, but copy is the major part of it.
Absolutely. So the next question is, how do one write emails that are writing letters to one's bestie, as you say? How is that art of email marketing?
It's all about, being your authentic vulnerable self where you write your stories. So I am very big on stories. Like, I definitely feel that marketing does a lot better when you write your stories, and that's because ultimately the people who are reading your email or buying from you are human beings and they like stories. So just be your authentic self, be honest, and just, what I do is when I write, I imagine my best friend in my mind and how I would speak with her. I don't like to do that, what normally people do. Hey, first name, hey, this, or hey, girl. I don't do that because that's not how I would talk with my best friend. I would straight away go with the topic with my best friend. For example, if my best friend right here, she's sitting with me, I would straight away tell her, hey, do you know there was a market crash, just an example. So I'll directly start with that. I won't say, hey, first name, or hey, girl, how are you doing, and then, hey, there was a market crash. I wouldn't talk like that with my best friend. So just keep that in mind. How would you talk with your best friend, and keep your writing very conversational in email.
That's such a good example and it really helps. Thank you for this. Okay. So, how do we convince our audience to take action, to do that particular next step that we expect from them with the help of emails?
You don't convince them. No, we are not in a business of convincing. We are in the business of influencing. Marketing is influencing. And I won't even say influencing in a bad way, because right, today's age, influencing, the word itself has a negative connotation to it. It's just attracting, I would say. You don't convince anyone, you won't tempt anyone to buy something from you, you attract them. So you be yourself and you attract them. They should feel like they really want to work with you. Even if they have hundreds of options, they still want you. For example, I'm a copywriter, and I'm not the only copywriter on earth. There are lakhs of other copywriters on earth, but my clients choose to work with me because they resonate with my personality, with my writing, and they feel like there can be 100 more copywriters, but we want to work with Devika. So that's how you attract people. and you don't convince them. You attract them through your stories, through your personality, and how you write in a conversational tone that I just spoke about, writing to your bestie. That's all.
It's absolutely so true. Like influencing other people so that they choose you is really what matters.
Yeah, and not just everyone. Like there are many times when I reject prospects. I don't work with everyone because it's all about aligning with the person you would gel well with. I don't pick up one-off projects where I may not have a future goal to work with them. I like to work on projects that are long term. So if I'm going to work with a person, and I'm even some of my current clients, I've been working with them for over a year, which is a long time, especially in our industry. So if you want to work with someone for that long, you want to be picky. You want to pick the kind of personality and the brand that you're associating with, which is why it's always two ways. You just don't be ready to work with anyone that is ready to work with you. You choose your kind of people.
Amazing. Exactly. This should be the scenario. Okay. So as you know that the attention span of people is decreasing and it's the era of short videos, do you still think sending emails or like written content will work that way?
I don't think the attention span is decreasing. I think people are becoming picky. So my latest newsletter, if you're part of my newsletter, you'll read I wrote last week about this, that I disagree that people's attention span is decreasing. People are more picky now where to give their time to because they have too many options. They have Netflix, they have even on Instagram, they have thousands of entrepreneurs trying to gain their attention. They have Amazon, they have shopping options, like whatever, they have thousand options on internet. That's what's making us more picky. Like, do I want to give my attention and time to you, or you? Who do I want to give my time to? So if you're not good in the first 10 seconds of your email, video, whatever you're making, TikTok, email, then they won't read your rest of the content. But if your first 10 seconds in email, I say, if your first 3 to 5 lines are, they have a great hook and they really turn them into, they really speak with them one on one, they will read your whole email, no matter how long your email is. Like, my long form content always does better than my short form content because I'm good at creating a good hook in the first 4 lines. So no, I don't agree, I don't disagree, I don't agree that our attention span is decreasing. We're just becoming more picky about who to give our attention to.
Yeah, amazingly explained. And I just love this example of yours. Okay. So how do we structure our copy, emails, or even newsletters in a way that they're not boring and they grab attention?
There's no one way to do that, I would say. Like, there is no formula to it, there is no framework to it. You have to, it's different from person to person, which is why it's not really like, that is why you don't get templates for this, and even if you do get templates, they don't work that well. um, which is why I've been very wary of releasing my own templates. A lot of my audience, they want me to release email templates, but then I've taken my good time, and I'm, because I don't just want to create a template and put it out there where people can copy paste and not get results. So it has to be more like a framework, and it's different from every business. Like, if you're working with a grief coach, your email will look differently than a marketing coach. Or if you're working with an e-com company that is selling candles, a product that's called candles, it's going to be, the email is going to look different. So there is no one way. But if you want some commonalities between all of these, that's storytelling, definitely, and also doing in-depth research of your audience, like who is reading, who you want in your audience, how would they want to read. Like, for example, if you are targeting TikTok and you're creating content on TikTok and your emails are to generate so for example, you're a TikTok content creator and your emails are made for TikTok, because people do that, they create emails and then direct them towards TikTok or vice versa. um, don't put a lot of like, get to the point early. I'm not saying write long form content in your email, but get to the point early. That's what we say in our industry, stop beating around the bush. But don't get to the point early when you're writing for a grief coach, because a person who's grieving, or mindset coach, they want to be walked through the whole process. They want to be enunciated, if I use that word, and then get to the point. So I don't think there is one formula to everything.
Absolutely. What I can conclude from your example is playing with the psychology of people, and every like target audience has different kind of emails which will help them. Okay.
Yes, I wouldn't use the word play because I would like to be more sensitive. I would just say understand them, their emotions really well. And psychology is also, it kind of feels like very hacky term to me, where psychology is such a hacky term that you're trying to hack their psychology, or, um, that's why I don't use these terms very often, like play or psychology. I use emotions. Just understand how they feel, and that's going to
Yeah.
be everything.
Writing in a way so that they can resonate with you. So the next question for you is, what's the ongoing industry rates, or considering what aspects should one decide the pricing of the service?
I say it's unlimited. Like there is no limit. I mean, I understand people who want to start out, they feel that, and this is seriously, I was like that. I still remember the first question I asked my business coach when I began was, I may not be able to reach six figures being just a copywriter. I'll have to add so many more services to it. And she laughed at me. She just said, are you crazy? Copywriters are the highest people on planet, especially email copywriters are the highest people in the marketing industry, because emails, first of all, are extremely lucrative for any business, and that too if you're an email copywriter, that is again very lucrative. So I cannot say there is a limit to this. I have seen email copywriters who charge $50,000 for one sales letter or one copy. I've also seen people who charge $100 for email. I don't recommend that you charge $100. I think it has to be more. So do your research, gain experience. Start with $100 per email or per sequence if you want to start, like get your door in the foot. But make sure that you have to at least charge $500 per email. Just increase your experience, your knowledge to that level that you don't have to go below it.
Okay, absolutely. As we know, Devika is a pro candle lover as well, and she's so good at making those. Share some insights on the process of making.
No, so Candyland is not just about candies, although I love them. I have a big sweet tooth, but Candyland is more than that. Which is why, if you see, I'm doing some rebranding to my Instagram right now. I've changed the name of my Instagram handle to Candyland Copy, because I want to expand my copywriting services to not just email, but other things like Facebook ads and sales letters, because I think those are very important as well. So Candyland is about bringing out your inner child. So when you were a kid, if you would go to Disneyland or Candyland, you had the world in your hand. You could be anything you want to be. You could just ride on a pink elephant. We know pink elephants don't exist, but in Candyland they do. Elephants can't fly, but in Candyland they can. Like anything is possible in Candyland. So just let your imagination be wild and free, and just be yourself, bring your inner child out, and that's all Candyland is about. So that's the concept of Candyland, and I've just put candies in there because I love sweet. I have a big sweet tooth, and it just gives that vibrant, bright feeling to it. But that's not all about it. It just is your how wild you let your imagination go.
Okay, I am just loving this.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Lastly, what overall advice would you like to give to aspiring or beginners who want to expand their services from just a content writer to copywriter or maybe an email marketer?
Your conversions. So I get this question a lot, that because I'm kind of humbled and proud at the same time to say that I scaled very quickly in my copywriting business, and I had a huge community to support me. I'm still very close friends with my business friends, because they have supported me in the times when I felt like I'm not good. So first of all, I would say believe in yourself. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, even the times when you start doubting yourself. And I'm not saying to become the toxic positivity kind of thing. There are times when you need to improve yourself, gain more experience. I still hire coaches to become a better copywriter, because although I've been doing this for 5 years, I still, and as a full-time business owner, it's been 1.5 years, but I still, and I always will hire a a coach, a copywriting coach, no matter at what level in my business I go. Even if I earn $1 million, I'll still have another coach to make me slightly more better, because that's how the way is. But that doesn't mean that you start doubting yourself. So surround yourself with people who believe in you, who believe that you can create good things with your writing, and also believe in yourself. That's the first thing I would say. The second thing I would say is, worry about your clients' results, because if you are giving your clients good results, you don't have to worry about getting your next client. And in the beginning, even if that translates into doing some extra work for your clients to get them better results, it's okay. But their results are going to speak for your service, and you never have to find, like, I remember I just had to find my first client. I never had to find a client after that, because the it was like a domino effect. My first client's results got me the second one, second got me the third, and referrals started coming in. So when people ask me how do I earn $5,000 per month as a copywriter, I just say make your client $20,000, and $5,000 is going to be just very easy one, because if you are making your client $20,000 in a launch with your writing, your client will happily give you $5,000 and more. More referrals, more shout outs, and what all you need. So that's the second thing I would say. How Just ask this question, and I still do this. I ask myself, how can I bring better results to my clients? And you'll get the answer. Maybe you need to upskill, maybe you need to practice, maybe you need some advice from a coach, whatever that looks like, but do it. So just two things.
Absolutely. And I just love your confidence on this. Thank you. These were some amazing tips to the beginners. Okay. We want to hear something about your services and related.
Yeah, so I also teach copywriting. I launched my first beta course in May this year. It goes by the name of Build Your Fan Club. That was the first cohort, and it's coming to an end. It would come to an end in January. I am planning a relaunch with BYFC 2.0. That's going to be more in depth and intensive than the first one, because the first one I gained a lot of insight and feedback from my students, and the second one is going to have a lot more copywriting and storytelling and email marketing teachings inside it. So that's one way you can connect with me. I also conduct one-on-one, consultation calls. So that's one way if you need my quick advice on something, or my quick eyes to audit something that you've written. So that's one way. The other way is, of course, my done for you service, where you hire me on a monthly retainer. I currently have at least 3 months in my contract, because I feel that's the number of months I need to start showing results. So it's at least like a 3 months contract on a retainer. And yeah, those are the three ways you can work with me.
Absolutely. And I will leave the profile link in the description below for the people watching to check. Thank you so much, Devika, for coming, and it was wonderful to hear you.
Thank you so much, Triti. And it's just absolutely inspiring to me to see that you are not only helping yourself but helping others at such a tender age. Because I remember what I was doing nothing when I was back in college, or when I just passed out of college. I didn't have much clarity, but it's amazing to see how your clarity is derived from how you serve your audience, your people. That's such a best way to serve your people and your audience, which is commendable.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I think you're amazing, and you're going to make a great marketer and a creator, content creator very soon. You're already walking that path of getting there. And I just see just many bright things for you. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
anytime you need my advice for copywriting, I'm here. You know where to find me. And you need me for any other thing, like we got on this chat, it was amazing. If you need me to speak on another event, that would be great as well. I hope I hope I'll be able to help you in whatever way possible.
Thank you. Thank you so much for these kind words. Thank you so much, Devika.
I'll see you soon. Bye. Have a great day.
Bye.